Whether you're a professional or just a hobbyist, this is the place to come for sharing recipes, techniques, and tricks to ensure your backyard meal is the best it possibly can be. This is Craft Sear.
All right, welcome to another episode of Craft Sear. This is Raymond Holland, as we call him, Smoker Claus. I love the beard. I'm trying to catch up, and it looks like you lead more of a stressful life than I do. We're gonna have a good one today. We have not one, not two, but 3 projects. All right, first things first, sports is back on the TV. You need some snacks. That's what today's really all about. So Raymond, tell us what the hell we're doing. We're doing some wings.
We're doing some wings, yeah. So
Smoker Sports wings.
We're gonna do some lime marinated with a little bit of spice. We've got a combination of cumin and paprika, cayenne, black pepper, onion, and chili powder with a little bit of olive oil as our binder today.
Bind it all up.
You bet.
Okay, pretty simple stuff. So if you need this recipe and you wonder exactly what the measurements and whatnot are, that will come up right now. So let's get this all mixed up in a bowl here, Raymond. I guess we're just dumping her in, right?
Yep. Powders first, and we'll put the binder in last.
That is the smallest whisk I've ever seen in my life. Where did you buy that at? Like the Lollipop Kids store?
Well, something? You know, I've learned that it's not really the size of your whisk that's important, but how you use it.
It looks like you know what you're doing with that little whisk.
Precision work here. Precision work.
The beard we now know is compensating for something. Well, the size of his whisk. We have, of course, the chicken wings in lime. How long has that been sitting in there?
I put it in overnight, which may have been an error of judgment on my part. Ideally, you want to do less than 3 hours. After 3 hours, the protein gets broken down just a little bit too much from the lime. But we should have an enhanced flavor, and in the worst case scenario, really tender wings, I think.
By the way, we have a trick that's coming up in a little bit. We'll show you how to get them all nice and crisp. What is it? What is this, like one of those salad shakers you just put the top on and...
Well, I think we'll put on the magic gloves after this and just give her a nice massage.
Nice little workover. Okay.
We'll massage the wings. Do you want to do that, Tony?
I can.
I've seen you handle your meat before. You're pretty good at it.
I didn't know that video made it online. I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Come on, we all love Tina. We all love Tina Turner. Okay, so I've got these sort of all mixed together. Do we want to let this sit for a little bit?
Yeah, at least an hour. The recipe says anywhere from an hour minimum up to 3 hours is ideal, and we'll let it go for that. So what we're doing here is we're making a beer cheese dip that we'll later smoke on the Bradley smoker. What we've put in here so far is a cup of Guinness Stout. It's probably the best stout you can get on the market. And we're gonna add a little Worcestershire. 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. We're gonna quickly whisk that up on a medium-low heat.
Now, Raymond, a lot of people might be thinking to themselves, like, this is not a smoker, but there's a reason why we're doing it on the stove top first, right?
That's right, it's a time problem. So liquids on a smoker are inherently slow. So we can cut down our cooking process without sacrificing flavor by doing a lot of this on the stovetop. So Tony, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a tablespoon of flour to our mixture here. It helps as a binding agent. So the problem with cheese is when you heat it up, it tends to curdle on you.
Oh,
and what
okay.
this will do is actually act as a little bit of a binder and prevent that from doing it.
Oh.
We're gonna incorporate here and whisk as we go.
Do we have a whisking song? Whisking away again in Raymond
Cheese sauce. Oh, we almost forgot the last ingredient, which is our salsa.
Right. Of course, we're using store-bought salsa. You can make it fresh, but if you're making snacks for the fellas, if they're coming over for a game, I mean, keep it simple. It doesn't have to be real complicated. Let's get this on the smoker and start infusing some more flavor.
Let's do her.
I see that you're using the Bradley smoker, and how long have you had this one?
I've had this guy for just a little over 3 years now. I've done a variety of different products, from briskets down to chicken wings, pretzels, you name it.
I love your bush setup too, where you've built a frame. But it's nice to have it up hip level where you can work with it a little better, right?
I used to have it on a disposable table that I picked up at a garage sale, and you know, weather got it. So this year I decided to build something a little bit more durable and a little bit more snow reduced.
So we do have our beer cheese dip in there. What temperature setting do we have this thing
I've got
on?
this thing currently around 200 degrees. Now, the only issue I have with my smokers, of course, is this is the first generation. It doesn't have a temperature control on it.
Okay.
So I am the temperature control.
You'll gauge.
And you see right now she's a little hot because we haven't got much in it. But once I throw a little bit more product in here, the temperature is going to come right down.
Right.
Again. So it's really just knowing your equipment, and even though this is one of the easiest systems to use, there's a little bit of education. After you've burnt a couple things in your Bradley smoker, you too will learn how to operate it properly.
So beer cheese dip, how long do you think we're going to need this in there for?
45 minutes tops.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
cheese is pretty good about picking up flavor, so 45 minutes, I think we're having first course.
We've got quite the snack platter set up for today, where there's one thing that we haven't revealed yet that 6 on the Block Quality Meats has put together especially for us. I'm excited to show you, but first we'll let the beer cheese dip just settle for a little while. So 6 on the Block Quality Meats is our sponsor, and you just for the first time was at the shop yesterday picking up the wings.
I sure was, yeah. Huge selection of products there, frozen and fresh varieties from jerky, chicken,
Well, the meat cooler is unbelievable.
Unbelievably cool. Sausages, man, I didn't even know there was that many sausages out there available for purchase.
Absolutely.
It's quite the extensive selection. I will definitely be shopping there again soon.
So we've had these marinating for about approximately an hour now. So let's go ahead, let's lay them out on the rack. Pretty simple, just get them spread out enough, I suppose, Raymond, so that the smoke can work its way through. What are we gonna crank up the smoker to, or are we just gonna leave it where it's at?
We're gonna keep her at 225. The only thing I've noticed with cooking chicken wings on a smoker is without high heat, you end up with a rubbery wing. But what we're gonna do afterwards is we're gonna stick it into an air fryer, and at 400 degrees, we're going to hit these things with high heat to break down that skin fat so it doesn't become a rubbery wing. All right, let's put these beasts in the smoker and get the process going here. Well, Tony, because timing's not really my specialty here, we're going to pull out the cheese dip now as it's looking a little done.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll be careful here not to burn myself, you, or anybody else. Cheesy, smoky.
Man.
Goodness.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that looks amazing. Okay, we've let it cool off for just a couple of minutes, and Raymond has something genius that anybody can do. These are just regular, rolled gold pretzels that you can get at the store. But you can also add flavoring to this. Are you doing you can add a spice, I guess?
So we've done ranch and Italian dressing with a little bit of garlic pepper, onion pepper, and oiled as a binder. You take your horrible dry store-bought pretzels, you mix it and all that, you throw it in the smoker for 2 hours on about 200 degrees just so the oil absorbs into it. They're good on their own.
This is
but
great.
I'm willing to bet that in this cheese beer dip that we'll just quickly test, it'll be exceptional.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
The fire. Wow.
That
is awesome.
That is really good.
Oh.
The Guinness with the sharp of that.
And then smokiness of the cheese.
That's going to be a crowd pleaser for any sports party, for sure. Okay, so we've got the beer cheese dip just keeping warm in the oven. We also have the chicken wings that are in the smoker right now, but there's obviously a third project, Raymond, to reveal. Bam!
Maui ribs.
Maui ribs. Maui ribs! And let's get these on the racks, and I'll explain a little bit about what's in them. Now, 6 on the Block Quality Meats, Rob has masterminded the flavoring to this. First of all, he's cut these beef short ribs 3/8 thick, which is gonna be nice and quick. We've got coarse salt, black pepper, a little bit of oil, garlic powder, onion powder. He used some dark beer, as well as chicken stock and barbecue sauce. Now, it's a very simple recipe, but if you want all of the details on how much of what to use, just check out the description of our video, and you can make this simply for yourself. Okay, so it's about time to move on to the next step. Raymond's decided he's gonna show us a little trick. Now, you could eat these just the way they are, but we're gonna go the extra mile because a lot of people prefer a crispier wing. This is what, it's an air fryer or something?
Yeah, it's a Pamper Chef air fryer, but we'll get us up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are going to render the fat on the skin of these wings and break them down so they're not chewy.
I love my wife, and in my opinion, she's the most beautiful thing in the world, but the second and very close second is probably a barbecue or smoker that is full of meat.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
I mean, you can't fit any more in there. For the beer cheese dip, you could use obviously the smoker pretzels that Raymond has already done, but we're gonna try something different. We've never done this, but this is just your regular whole wheat pita you can get at any grocery store. And we thought, why not? Let's try and put it in the smoker, see if it'll crisp up into like a pita chip, if you will. And that'll make a great little shovel for your beer cheese dip. So we're just building little beer cheese shovels to get that amazing goodness to your face. You gotta have a great something to dip. You could just use, I guess, French bread, but get a little creative. See what you come up with, and then let us know on our Facebook fan page exactly what you're dipping in your beer cheese dip.
Tony, where are you gonna start?
I think I'm gonna go with the wing first.
All right, let's do that. That was the most labor.
So this is lime and cayenne and all sorts of. Oh wow! Good job, Raymond. That was a great wing, buddy.
It's like barbecue at the front and a little bit of lime at the back.
Mm-hmm. And you're right, the air fryer, it makes a difference, man. That was a great wing. Okay, the smoked pita, definitely gotta try that. That is great. It's spicy, but it's kind of earthy because of the cheese and the Guinness. And putting that out for the boys coming over for a game, nobody's gonna complain about that, that's for sure. All of that's amazing so far, but 6 on the block, they've pre-marinated these for us with their own recipe. Now, as we take this first bite, Jess, throw on a little Hawaiian music, will you? Wow, so much flavor in such a flat piece of meat. It's so good. There you have it, man. Raymond, thank you so much for having us. Now, over to your place. It's beautiful here.
It's been my pleasure, guys. This has been fantastic having you over.
And we learned a lot, honestly. Some tricks that we've never thought of before. Smoking pretzels? What? That's next level. So thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Craft Sear, where we just hang out with regular hobbyists in their backyard, learn a little bit about what they do. And thank you to 6 on the Block Quality Meats for, again, providing us some incredible meats to work with. If you're interested in being a part of this and you've got a great backyard setup, make sure you message us or email us at xmarkstv@gmail.com. Let's get into it, buddy.
Cheers. Kung Fu Barbecue, Episode 1. Tell me, what are we cooking today? It should be awesome.
Small whisk, moves a little quick. I can't believe he's married. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my rack in your rack.
What the frick was on me, man? You see that?
What?
You're making fun of me in your head, I know. Jess, would you run me down, buddy? Damn guy, Jess, you're like, nope.
Why not? Gargantuan, right? But these are...
Hi, welcome to Craft Sear. Today we're gonna do some barbecue.
Look it, I'm working. I'm doing it. Tony, what's in your grab and go pump? Ryan Coke. Super spicy sports wings.com. Are hot. And now 2 fat men play badminton in the backyard. Jesus. I knew it. Good game.
Good game.
All right. I need a cigarette and a whiskey stat.